the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs.
To kick off for Buffalo.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Mahomes. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Going deep for Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
The extra point is
and it's 7-0 Buffalo.
The score, Bills 7, Chiefs nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now it's Mahomes again. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Chiefs nothing.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A.J. Epinesa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
His kick.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Bills 14, Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this company.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Back at the 37-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Muhammad. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And the Bills' first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
For Kansas City.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go again with Muhammad. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Chased out left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. First down. Now Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Throw taken in by Diggs. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
on the carry. It's Muhammad.
19-yard line.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Down. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
To the air, Allen. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
I'll put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
40-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
The kick is,
and he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bills 24, Chiefs 14.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 45 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bills 31, Chiefs.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now they try the right side here. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Handoff looking right, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They run again with Hines. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2nd and 11.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route.
Mahomes pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Tonight's final score, Bills.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.